Hi, I'm Podifallar. Today I'm going to discuss about the control coordination in animals. We know that within our body some small but interlinked process continuously perform to respond against the stimulus that known as a control and coordination. Now already we know about the chemical substance which mainly responsible for regulating the plant growth that known as a phytohormones. These are the type of chemical substance. Similarly, within the animals, may some chemicals present which can help to respond against the stimulus. In a single word, they are commonly known as a chemical coordinator in animals. What is chemical coordinator? Chemical coordinator means the chemical substance which can coordinate between the source and target region. What are the source region? Source region means the region from where the chemical substance are secreted, and target region means the functional zone of the chemical substance. But after activity they are going to destroy. This type of chemical substance are known as a chemical coordinator. It is a commonly known as the hormone or the chemical coordinator. Now, in case of the plant, they have the specialized tissue known as the meristematic tissue that are responsible for the secreting this type of substance. But in case of the animals, we have some specialized structure that commonly known as glands. What are the glands? Glands means the combination of cell forms the thickening structure which can secrete the different type of chemical substance that known as a glands. Within our body there are present three types of glands. The first one is exocrine. Exo means outer, crine means secretion. It means the secretion of this type of gland comes out of the body. The best example for the exocrine gland is sweat gland. The sweater always gets out of our body. When we discuss the structure of a exocrine gland, this is a diagram of a exocrine gland. The glandular portion are present at the bottom layer. These are the gland, and this gland contain a tubular structure which contain a anterior opening. These are the tubular structure which attach with the gland and have a anterior opening that known as a duct. By using this duct, the chemical substance which is secreted by this type of gland comes out of the body. That's why the commonly exocrine gland commonly known as the glands having duct. The glands having duct. Now second type is mixed gland. Mixed gland. Mixed gland means the glands having the both type of features. It means one portion contain the duct and another portion is without duct. When we observe the structure of pancreas, this is a diagram of pancreas. Now one portion having the rod-like structure, these are the tubular structure, commonly known as the duct containing portion, containing part which secrete the pancreatic juice. And in the below part, suppose there is no duct, only the cellular parts are present. So the person without the duct, it means it's endocrine in nature. From this the pancreas secrete hormone. Next, the third one is an endocrine gland. Endocrine gland. It means endo means inner, crine means secretion. the secretion of this type of gland never comes out of the body. These are known as the endocrinal gland or inner secretive gland. When we observe the structure of this type of gland having the glandular portion does not contain any type of duct. Duct is absent in endocrine gland. That's why that are known as a ductless gland. Ductless gland. And commonly the secretion of endocrine gland or ductless gland are known as hormone. So what is the hormone? Hormone is the secretion of endocrine gland. Now, some basic characteristic relating to the hormone. The first one, hormone secreted from the endocrine gland. The most of the hormones are protein in nature. Hormones secrete in small amount. After activity, hormone is going to be destroyed. The mode of function is very slow. And commonly hormone is known as the chemical coordinator because slowly hormone can coordinate between the source and the target region. But after activity it is going to be destroyed. That's why it is known as a chemical coordinator. Now we will discuss about the defined glands, defined endocrine glands or some of the mixed glands present within our body and the secretion of this type of gland. The first topic will be the pituitary gland. Generally, pituitary gland is the most important gland which present in our brain. Pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, commonly known as the master gland, which present just below of the hypothalamus within the sella turcica chamber. They are present a pre-foot-like gland and these glands are protected by a bone that known as a sphenoid bone. So the pituitary gland present in our brain. Now the second thing is it looks like a pre-foot. The third one is it commonly known as a master gland. Why? Because generally the secretion of the pituitary gland can control the another endocrine gland's activity. This type of secretion are known as a tropic hormone. So by secreting the tropic hormone, pituitary gland can control the another gland's activity. For an example, pituitary secrete TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone. Now these hormones are going to mix with the blood and circulated to the thyroid gland. Circulated to the thyroid gland and control its activity. That's why the pituitary gland termed as a master gland. But nowadays, pituitary are not known as a master gland just because of the supreme commander hypothalamus. Because hypothalamus first secretes some releasing factor which can stimulate the pituitary gland and secrete the pituitary gland will secrete some hormone. For an example, pituitary gland will secrete the TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, which are going to be circulated in the thyroid gland and control its activity. How the pituitary gland will secrete the TSH? First, when the TSH will be required, the hypothalamus will secrete the thyroid stimulating releasing factor or hormone. Now these hormones are going to mix with the blood by using of diffusion and circulate to the pituitary gland. When this releasing factor reaches to the pituitary gland, this releasing factor will stimulate the pituitary gland. Then the pituitary will secrete the TSH. Similarly, that will mix with the blood and circulate to the thyroid gland. Then we can get the thyroxine hormone. thyroxine hormone. That's why the hypothalamus known as the supreme commander. Now we are going to discuss about the structure of pituitary gland. Generally, the pituitary gland is a pea-foot-like gland and having the three parts. The anterior part or the most important part. These are the anterior part. Anterior part. These are the middle part. Middle part. And these are the posterior part. Posterior part. From the each part, pituitary secretes different types of important hormones. From the anterior part, pituitary can secrete GH, growth hormone, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, GTH, gonadotropic hormone, prolactin, all the hormones which are secreted from the anterior part of pituitary gland. The next one, from the middle part of the pituitary gland are secreted some specialized hormone which commonly known as melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH. And from the posterior part, pituitary secretes two hormones. One is the oxytocin and another one is the ADH or antidiuretic hormone. So, from the each part, pituitary can secrete the different types of hormone. But in our syllabus, we have to discuss about the growth hormone, GH, growth hormone. What is the growth hormone? Growth hormone means the endocrinal secretion of the pituitary gland which can stimulate our growth and control our growth, that known as a growth hormone. So the endocrinal secretion of the pituitary gland which can stimulate our growth and control our growth, that known as a growth hormone. Now, the function of the growth hormone. Growth hormone can stimulate our growth, control our growth. If the less secretion takes place during the childhood, then the amount of growth hormone will reduce in our body, so no growth will take place. Generally, that will create a disease in adult that commonly known as a dwarfism. If the less secretion of the growth hormone take place in the childhood, that will resulting the dwarfism in adulthood. It means the person having the height below 4 feet, that known as a dwarfism. If the high secretion is take place during the childhood, that will resulting the gigantism. It means the person will have the height of 7 feet with the muscular body. This is a growth hormone. Now that's enough for today. Tomorrow we will discuss about the rest part of chemical coordinator. Till then, bye and thank you.